gentlemen, this is Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Are you ready? Are you ready for our first match? Ladies and gentlemen, our opening match here tonight at Blood, Sweat, and Fears is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Powell, Ohio, he represents Old School Posse, the professional Brandon Fields. And his opponent from Bridgewater, Virginia, Unchained, Brandon Day.
Hello everybody, welcome to War Wrestling here tonight for Blood, Sweat, and Fears. My name is Bryce T, joined by Tommy Chill. And Tommy, what an opening contest here tonight.
We got a hell of a match to start things off. We're getting going hot right out of the gate with the Battle of the Brandons.
Like you said, both these men share the first name of Brandon, but there's actually a bit more than just that. These two having very similar set pieces within their movesets, going at one another. I feel like there's this probably unintentional level of animosity just based on that alone, setting aside the fact that Brandon Day, amongst everyone else in the World Wrestling Rock Room, saw what the Old School Posse did to Cody Hawk last month.
Crowd here in Lima loves them some Brandon Day. You know what might be appropriate right here? A Let's Go Brandon chant.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go for that one, just so that way Fields doesn't get an ego boost.
They should be boosting his ego. Brandon Fields is the best Brandon in War Wrestling.
Oh, Brandon Day. He is a man who's traveled all across the country, a man who's been a champion just about everywhere he's went.
You better get eyes in the back of his head, T, because Brandon Fields has hit him with the old okey doke.
And there's a body slam there as well. Day already, you see his hand going behind his back. Spinal column, probably definitely feeling that. But hey, I think Fields might want to grow the same set of eyes, because here comes Day. Up on the shoulders. Fields going for a ride, colliding with a top rope. Getting knocked down to the floor here by Unchained. Off the ropes, Fields goes. And back body drop. Fields definitely going to be feeling that one tomorrow morning.
Come on, Fields, get it on track here.
Snapmare there. Day coming off with an elbow drop. Ooh, knee straight across the face of Fields. Definitely not a position you want to find yourself in. Fields, though, having enough wherewithal in himself to double over Brandon Day.
You know, in addition to sharing a first name, these two also share a some things within their moveset. They both love to employ the ripcord lariat, although Brandon Fields comes from the right with his, and Brandon Day comes from the left when he throws it.
It's like yin and yang, these two, you could say.
Yeah, even very similar physiques on them, too.
But right now, Brandon Day landing the stalled vertical suplex. That was easily at least about 10 seconds of blood flow straight down to Fields' head.
And when that blood runs into your head, it makes it really hard to orientate yourself.
Fields, Rocky getting back up. Day
going for the Taz mission there. Brandon Day actually trained with Taz at the Team Taz dojo, and he loves to employ Taz's old submission finisher, the Taz mission, to choke people out.
It's a very, very effective submission move. Think of all the many famous wrestlers who've been put away with it. Being able to learn directly from Taz how to do it. I'm not shocked that Brandon Fields is running. I would too.
Oh, look at the big brain on Fields. Outsmarted him.
Putting the referee between himself and Day, allowing to get the cheap shot poke between the eyes, and now Day, his shoulder colliding with that steel ring post. Might have just popped out a socket there. You see his arms kind of bent at a straight, awkward angle. Fields taking risk control, now lifting up Day over the shoulder.
Looks like he's going to go to work on that left arm.
1, 2, only a 2 count though.
You know, T, a lot of commentators commonly say that the ring apron is the hardest part of the ring, but that is incorrect. The hardest part of the ring are the ring posts, which is what Brandon Day's shoulder went into.
You're absolutely correct. While you have a big mixture of wood and steel on the apron, the desk going up into straight steel, and also going straight into that back elbow too. Not a good position. 1, 2. Brandon Day continuing to kick out here.
Fields put all of the back elbow is such a simple move, but when you put all of your body weight into it like Brandon Fields just did, that's when it causes some serious damage. I can hear the meat on meat all the way back to where we're sitting.
Brandon Fields' fellow member of the old school posse, Jack Vaughn, probably somewhere in the back of the locker room snickering to himself. Those two definitely like to employ a very old school, hard-hitting style, annihilating bits of the body, bit by bit. And as you said before, Fields is continuing to target that left arm.
They're smart. Fields is that technician. He will pull that body part from limb to limb if he needs to.
But Brandon Day somehow, some way, still managing to kick out. Notice how it had to be with his right shoulder though. I don't quite know if it was with his left that he'd be able to kick out with how much damage it sustained.
He's definitely favoring it now. You can kind of tell by the way he's holding his arm that his shoulder, it could even be popped out of joint, who knows?
And you see Brandon Fields kind of mocking the crowd, goading on collapse, but little does he realize, I think that's sending some energy on over to Day.
Come on, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. This crowd in Lima probably doesn't have enough rhythm to be able to chant something like that anyway.
Don't be disrespecting the nice people of Lima, Ohio like that.
Look, I think the front row, the IQ of the front row is higher than the amount of teeth. And that's not saying much.
I was about to say, I don't know if that insult was going quite the way you thought it was, but nonetheless, an uppercut there by Brandon Day coming off the ropes. Oh, but there it is. Sleeper catching Brandon Day. Brandon Fields has Day stuck in the center of the ring. Nowhere close to the ropes to cause a rope break. He has to find some way to get on out of this.
We talk about old school. That's right there, an old-fashioned sleeper hold. Put Brandon Day out.
Day looks like he's starting to fade. His arms slowly doubling over. It's going limp now.
Check him, ref.
Oh, not even one. Brandon Day's holding on. Standing back up tall, reaching behind Fields. Cracking the chin of Fields over his own head. Oh, but there is the chin lock. Brandon Fields' signature maneuver right there.
He has the best chin lock in professional wrestling. Brandon Day is in trouble now.
Oh, absolutely. You know he prides himself on it when multiple sets of his trunks say chin lock on it.
Absolutely.
Elbowing his way to escape that chin lock. Now forearm strike, whips Fields across. Oh! Thought we were possibly gonna be going for an arm drag of some sort there, but Fields stalled it. Misses the running boot. Oh, that chop!
Ooh, I felt that one back here. That was a hell of a chop.
You heard that. And that one as well reverberate all around the Empowered Sports Arena. And again, mixtures of chops and forearm strikes. Unchained, slinging Fields across the ring, running uppercut. And he's calling for one more.
Come on, Fields.
Reversal there by Fields. Coming in hot, but caught the boot. Oh, would you look at this?
That's a legal move. Get him out of it, ref.
Using that arm, getting a bit of revenge. Yanking it down out the shoulder socket. Brandon Day back in the ring now. Tucks it over, and there's the power slam! With the amount of mock momentum that Brandon Day had behind that, I thought for sure that would have been it.
He certainly seems to have gotten a second wind here. Got to see if that shoulder is still where it needs to be. It's still favoring that left arm a little bit.
Unchained. Getting the whip reversed on him. But there's that boot that we mentioned earlier, finally colliding. Two. Day continuing kicking to kick out, even though that boot went straight across his face. He still is conscious enough. I don't know whether it was by instinct or intentional, but nonetheless, the match continues.
Certainly might have been instinctual at that point. I can tell you from experience, sometimes you just hear the hand hitting the mat and you just kick out. Oh, Fields going for the business in.
But Day ducks it and collides with his own ripcord.
I don't know if he got all of it after all that work on the left. There it is. Oh, he's got him. Yeah, he's got the transmission locked in.
Fields, he's caught.
Oh, Fields is tapping.
Yep, the match is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Unchained Brandon Day.
Impressive victory here in our opening contest at Blood, Sweat, and Fears. Unchained Brandon Day winning the Battle of the Brandons.
I think Day knew he didn't get all of that ripcord clothesline with all his damage on his left arm, so he locked in that task mission to finish him off.
Like I said, this is an amazing opening match, but the night's going to continue on. We still have 8 of great matches lined up here for you tonight on Blood, Sweat, and Fears, so stay tuned. War Wrestling presents a multitude of variety. Title matches, tag team championships are on the line, the women's championship is on the line, and the War Wrestling Respect title is in our main event. Folks, you do not want to miss those matches.
Just about the entire time I've been a part of War, I've been a part of a group that made me feel very welcome, made me feel wanted, made me feel like I was a part of something. I thought I had people that were by my side and that had my back. I was wrong. Everything's changed. I've been pushed aside. I've been treated like crap. No more. I'm done. And I can do this. I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to do what I know how to do best. But if things don't start changing for me, maybe I need to change. So I will see you at Blood, Sweat, and Fears. So we'll see how this goes. If things don't change for the better, it's time to go back to some roots.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is for the War Women's Championship. Introducing first, she is the daughter of 1,000 Maniacs, War Women's Champion, Shawna Reed.
I've asked this before, and I'm going to ask it again. Maybe you know. What does it mean to be the daughter of 1,000 Maniacs?
I have tried answering that question on many occasions, and all I usually get met with is
all right, I need
frightening
y'all to
terror.
shut your pie holes for
Fair.
just a minute. I'll wait. I thought so. You always do what I tell you. Now, I'll be really serious here. Hey, I'm trying to be serious. Shut your mouth. Last month, I was in Illinois as I watched two people who I thought were brothers destroy my husband on his retirement match. It made me realize something though. In this business, you can't trust anyone. Brothers, sisters, and even you disgusting, ugly people. See, for years, I gave a crap about what all of you thought of me. I wanted to be the wrestler that young twerps like that looked up to. But guess what? Now I don't care, because being what you want me to be did not get me this. I am and will always be the best female, hell, male competitor in war wrestling. And nobody, I don't care what I have to do, I don't care what opinions you stupid, ugly people have of me, I will do whatever to keep this belt and be your forever women's champion.
Bold words there from Shawna Reed.
And ladies and gentlemen, the challenger from Loveland, Ohio, she is the Black Widow, Harley Fairfax.
Black Widow, Harley Fairfax, challenging for the title that she once held, the War Wrestling Women's Championship.
These two are no strangers to each other. We'll see how this comes out of this. I think there'll have to be much of a feeling out process since they know what the other does very well.
Oh, absolutely. These two have wrestled not just in war wrestling, all across the state of Ohio, all across the Midwest, the whole country. These two are almost like sisters to one another. Up and down the roads they go, and they always seem to come back to each other one way or another. And here tonight, fighting over one of the most prized possessions in war wrestling. Shawna Reed still continuing her very aloof attitude here.
It's a bit of a new dichotomy here. They've both had changes of attitude in recent months. Like, the crowd used to really love Shawna Reed and really despised Harley Fairfax. Now it's all flipped upside down, and it's the other way around here in Lima.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd in the Empowered Sports Arena cheering on Harley Fairfax immediately, though. Match goes underway. Quick cover. Only a 1 count, though. Harley Fairfax knew exactly how to get out of that one. Lock up once again. Harley goes in for the waist lock. Float over slam. Shawna Reed taking control of the wrist. Rolls over. Crucifix 1. Only again a 1 count here.
That familiarity with each other and what they can do. Able to get out of things a lot quicker.
Exactly. These two. Oh, look at that. Harley Fairfax trying to offer a sign of respect here to Shawna Reed.
There's no respect inside those ropes, just like you saw. No shaking hands. They're there to fight. They're there to fight for a title. No kumbaya.
But this promotion's name is Wrestling in Respect.
There's no respect once the bell rings. You can respect each other outside of the ring if you so feel, if you so wish. But once that bell rings, you're trying to rip someone's head off.
Speaking of ripping heads off, there you see rollover crashing Shawna's head to the floor. But again, 1 count now on the part of Harley Fairfax.
These women have certainly come to do battle.
That they have. Duck the clothesline does Shawna Reed. Des press now going in wild swings down on Harley's head. Hits Harley with a boot. Reversal here. Harley Fairfax charging in. Oh, Shawna Reed. Caster with the legs goes into that Rana. High boot straight to the nose.
It's like the heel of the boot caught her right across the bridge of the nose.
Shawna Reed continuing the onslaught there, dropping a knee into the midsection.
I think that got her right in the rib. There's nothing worse than a shot right in the back of your ribs, which is what that knee was. That can take your breath away really fast. And then choking her on the ropes on top of it.
Using their leg, trying to get some further pressure. Those ropes, while they are called ropes, it's more apt to call them steel cables. Shawna Reed coming over. Oh, knees delivered straight to the back.
It's very true that if you can't breathe, you can't fight. It looks like that's what Shawna Reed's trying to do here.
And look at that, delivering a leg drop, furthering that cable into the throat of Harley Fairfax. There's a cover. 2. Only a 2 count, though.
It's progress, though. The first couple times it was only 1.
Still not enough for Shawna Reed to retain her championship. Harley Fairfax finding her way back up to her feet. Rocked with a headbutt there. The calf straight along the chest and then the knee going into the chin as well. Now choking Harley out with a brute. Oh, look at this, Tommy. Pulling Harley up by her braids.
She's just trying to help her up off the mat.
If that's what you consider help, then I don't know what to say. But Harley Fairfax going in.
But she's going for her own choke.
Oh, but Shawna Reed was very innovative. Yeah.
Harley had to let go of that choke, otherwise she would have got pinned.
Oh, absolutely. Shawna Reed having some good awareness about her, but Harley Fairfax continues to fight for another day. Forearm shots to the midsection. Takes Shawna off into the ropes, but Shawna stopping herself. Oh, round kick through the ropes. And Shawna Reed looking like she's going in. Oh, fisherman style. Crashing Harley down to the center of the ring.
High impact on that. Oh, big mistake not going for a pin there.
Yeah, this is precious seconds that's allowing Harley to continue getting some air back in her. It looks like Shawna's going to be climbing up the ropes.
Always go for a pin. Always go for a pin. You're trying to win the match. That could end up costing her that she didn't try to get the win there.
Oh, went for a double stomp. Harley rolled out the way. Clothesline knocking down Reed. And another. And now picking Shawna up. Spins around.
Spun her around and dropped her.
But it was still only good for a 2 count. Harley Fairfax, I should mention, a trained MMA fighter, trained in jiu-jitsu and taekwondo, Trained combativeness with throws and kicks. Shawna Reed, though, as we noticed, throwing a lot of kicks of her own. There's the cutter, though.
That leg, get in there.
Still. Referee says that's 2, and Shawna Reed can't believe it. She goes for another pin. Still again, only a 2.
Don't make Joe Kopaz work too hard. He might die in the ring.
He is 56 years young, man.
50. Who told you that? Joe told you that?
It was his birthday this week.
I want to see his birth certificate. Because when I was told that he was the senior official, I knew why he was called the senior official, and it's not because he's the longest tenure.
As Harley Fairfax trying to get with her wherewithal here, you see Shawna Reed picking up the war title. Oh, but Kopaz saw what was happening.
Get out of the way, Kopaz.
Setting the title aside. Shawna, oh!
I think she got something. She pulled something out of her bra.
I think that was a set of brass knuckles for a loaded fist, and that was enough!
What a smart move by Shawna Reed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner
She
is
fooled
still
the senior official.
Women's champion, Shawna Reed.
Shawna Reed using the championship belt as a distraction, allowing her to pull out the brass knuckles and braining Harley Fairfax for the 3 count. Shawna Reed is still your war women's champion. I'm sorry. I was just so baffled by that utter display of vile tactics here. Nonetheless, that doesn't change the results. But folks, stay tuned. This was only title match 1 of 3 here tonight. We still have the Tag Team Championships and the War Respect title on the line later on. You do not want to miss that match, along with a qualifier for the War Championship tournament to determine a new War Wrestling champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to bring out to the ring. She is the owner of War Wrestling. Say hello to Christine.
Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you've been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in.
How's everyone doing tonight? So there's something that we really need to address about the respect title. Austin Manix, can you come on out, please?
You know when Christine's here, it's serious business. She doesn't come out for nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Calling for Austin Manix, but for a second I was worried they wasn't gonna appear, but here he comes.
are injured. And there's really no easy way to say this, but I'm going to need you to relinquish the respect title.
All right, boss. I'd hate myself if I just didn't speak my mind on this a little bit. You see, because it feels all too familiar. You see, you want me to relinquish the title that I have bled for in this ring. I've worked my ass off and damn near died in this ring for. And just hand it over because I'm injured. Truth of the matter is, I will be cleared to wrestle by next month, next show. So I guess that gives you an indication where the respect is. I guess so. You see, like I said, this is all too familiar because no one beat me for that belt. No one pinned me. No one submitted me. And if I remember correctly, a similar instance happened with the Dirty where we never lost our tag titles either. Again, all too familiar. Like I said, next month, I'll be cleared to wrestle. And things are gonna get a little dirty around here, boss.
Austin Manix making his intentions here clear here tonight. But nonetheless, the War Respect title has been turned back
And
over
let's
to
hear for
Property Company.
Christine. Tough decision made. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Akron, Ohio, Thunderbird, Jake Ely.
The Thunderbird is in the house.
A newcomer here to War, making his debut here tonight. Knowing what I know of the Thunderbird, there's one thing for certain. He's gonna do some squawking and some squealing, but nonetheless, he is a very talented individual.
The Thunderbird. Caw-caw!
And his opponent from Guadalajara, Espiritu Maya.
Mine is someone I'm very familiar with since he trained with us at the Ohio Pro Wrestling Academy where I'm a coach. So I'm very interested to see how he fares here against the Thunderbird.
As am I. This match is going to be, I'm sure, a very interesting set of cruiserweight action. These two, from what I have seen, two men who are not afraid to go top side, but they definitely have more than just that in their books. Snapmare there by Espiritu. Kick across the back there.
T, do you know what Tracy Smothers used to call that kick?
No, I do not.
Unnecessary.
Hey, that's still damage right along the spinal column. Any bit of offense to that, oh, you're going to be draining your stamina real quickly.
Yeah, it's what they commonly used to refer to as a spinal tap because it feels like you're getting a needle shoved right in your spine.
Exactly. Spiritu Maya holding on to that headlock. Getting pushed off by Ely. Oh, shoulder block there.
Maya with a bit of a size advantage here. Even though that power isn't really his game, he could probably utilize it a little bit tonight.
Jake Ely tried to go for a leapfrog, but nope. Maya avoided the cover. Look at that basement drop kick.
Caught him right under the jaw with the flat of his feet.
Jake Ely going onto the apron, trying to collect his bearings here. Maya being respectful, allowing him to catch his breath there for a second. Keyword was just a second, though.
That's a new way to bring some in. Just grab a headlock.
Showing off the strength of Espiritu Maya there, and just dropping Jake Ely down. I mean, it's certainly effective,
but disrespect.
Ely tied up in the ropes here. Oh, that overhanded chop.
I hate overhand chops. They really hurt.
As does the beauty of arm drags like that, and Japanese arm drag. Comes in. Nice drop kick there by Maya. Goes for a cover now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. Jake Ely managed to kick out.
Thunderbird might want to think about sliding out of the ring and expose himself here. Maya's got him bouncing all around the ring like a pinball.
Well, he tried that. We saw how that went last time.
But actually get off the apron.
Jake Ely, look at this. Nice reversal in there.
Using bump handle.
Maya's own arm against him, but it was only a 1 count though.
It's a pretty slick move, but the beginning of the match is going to be a little bit too early to get the pin on Maya.
Jake Ely tried going in. Look at that. Twirl in his Espiritu Maya around and around. I just called him the flying mine earlier before. Well, he's certainly been flying after that. 1, 2.
Not going to get the pin like that. If you notice, he laid across his stomach when he was pinning him. The hooking the leg, although people talk about it a lot, is not the most important part of the pin. The most important part of the pin is giving your body weight over their shoulders. You got to pin their shoulders, not their stomach.
Exactly, after all, the shoulders are what's most important there. Speaking of importance, Jake Ely had to break up that choke out there on the second rope, so he didn't get disqualified, but now he's continuing, grinding his boot into the face of Maya. Espiritu holding onto the ropes, trying to pull himself back up to his feet. In the corner there, Jake Ely returning with a chop of his own. Even Maya stuck in position. Overhand chop from Ely as well.
You know those chops really hurt when you get that dull thud instead of the slapping noise. That is even worse because it's just basically like punching somebody in the sternum.
Exactly, knocking all the wind out of you. Oh, but look at Jake Ely. Oh, wow, I thought Ely managed to get a successful reversal. Maya turned it back around. Ely, he's a little dazed, but he's still standing. And the Thunderbird going in. dropping Maya down on the soles of his boots. There's the cover. 1, 2.
A little bit better, but Jake Ely really needs to put his body weight on top of all of his body weight on Maya's shoulders when he goes for those pins. You got to hook that leg and pull it up, so that way you're pulling their weight on top of them.
Don't want to get any momentum behind with your legs to be able to extend to the kick out. Both men back up to the feet. Espiritu escaping the grasp of the Thunderbird. Forearm strike across the face. Haley turning back around. Maya saw it coming this time. Catapulting Ely to the outside.
I said he should go to the outside earlier, but I don't think that's how he wanted to get there.
More likely than not.
He better have eyes in the back of his head, because the Mayan likes to fly.
Espiritu saw Jake Ely duck out the way quick enough in time for him to stop his momentum. But Jake Ely not quite realizing that he was followed.
He's too busy patting himself on the back.
Maya rolling Ely back inside the ring. Running up onto the apron now. Oh, you see Ely there, clutching onto his face. Oh! Jake Ely using that ring to his advantage as Maya was climbing back in. Oh! Keeping him prone, trying to resituate the sunshine. Now getting his head driven into the floor. Jake Ely standing tall. If I were him, I would be going for a pin.
I think the Thunderbird might have knocked himself a little loopy there. He didn't quite get all the way around on that Hurricane Rana, and he bumped the back of his head a little bit going around, so he might have contributed to him like not going for the pin as quickly as he should have.
Ely with Maya in the corner, getting caught with the boots. Espiritu, nice rope-assisted enziguri. Picks up Jake Ely. Oh, and just throwing him down before he could spin Espiritu back around again.
Some of you don't see a gourd buster very much. I dig it.
And a picture-perfect drop kick there in the center frame. 1, 2. Jake Ely kicking out.
Maya making that same mistake Jake Ely was making earlier, where he's not getting the body weight over the shoulders. These guys got to make sure that they're getting up over their shoulders if they really want to win this match. These guys, both of them, they're too good at athletes if you don't do that.
Up on the shoulders of Maya now is Ely. Jake elbowing Maya's face, turning around and look at that DDT. Espiritu Maya's kind of flopping around on the ground like a dead fish. And Jake Ely now looking primed and ready to ascend to the skies.
It's taking a little long to get up there.
Look, he's having a bit of fun jaw-jacking with the crowd right now.
The Thunderbird wants to fly, but I don't know if it's going to work out for him.
Well, Espiritu Maya just made him forcibly leave the nest.
Hey, T, do you know what the capital of Thailand is?
Bangkok?
Exactly.
And Maya, look at that DDT of his own.
The gift of the gods. That's probably going to do it.
Yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match is Espiritu Maya.
Both men pulled a lot of rabbits out of the hat here tonight. But in the end, Espiritu Maya managed to secure victory here in our third contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Ripper Blackheart from Little Chicago, representing the Wise Guys, Big James B. His opponent, the Huntington Beach Bad Boy, Bryant Huff.
Big James B immediately going in swinging on Bryant Huff here in our fourth contest here tonight at Blood, Sweat, and Fears.
Big James B, the biggest member of the Wise Guys, and that's saying something because the other two are no cruiserweights.
I was about to say, the Wise Guys are all pretty big guys, but it takes a certain size to have big in your name in comparison. Bryant Huff, meanwhile, look at that extension of the kick. Super kick to the chin.
Certainly got James B's attention.
And a beauty of a drop kick here. I know Big James B is a man of pure devastation. And I know that Bryant Huff is still in his rookie year of pro wrestling. But what a year it's been for him. All across the country he's gone and he's astounded me everywhere I've seen him. And now here tonight, trying to prove something against Big James B. Enziguri there on the apron, knocking James down.
He's now lighting him up with all kinds of different kicks.
Bryant Huff, a man not afraid to take flight. Tope con hero there over the top rope. And the fans here in Lima, Ohio love to see it.
It's kind of weird seeing a guy that prides himself on being an F-boy being cheered by the people, but I mean, that's Lima for you.
The Huntington Beach Bad Boy, the side piece, whatever you may call him. He is a man that demands attention, but so is Big James B swatting
anti-air.
Just like a missile being shot down. Look at that Beal throw.
I think James B's had enough of Bryant's shenanigans.
Stalking Huff there as Bryant tries to get up to his feet. James now goes for another. You see the height that he's sending Bryant on up. Terrifying distance.
It takes a special kind of power to throw another grown adult halfway across the wrestling ring.
It also takes a special kind of person like River Blackheart to go and choke a man out while he's down.
I don't know if you could see it from your vantage point, but from my angle, I could see like he actually brought a fly landed on Bryant Huff's throat, and Ripper was just trying to shoo it away.
I'll have to review the footage on that one, but I don't need to review that headbutt. Oh, nasty there. James B having taken off the dress shirt, really showing off that he ain't playing games.
Looks like James B feels kind of disrespected by the way Bryant Huff started this match, saying he's crazy for even trying him.
Look at these just slugs across the chest here by James. And big man splash there in the center. Cover. 1, 2. That lateral press was not enough.
I know James B's over 350 pounds, but you still got to put some body weight on a guy to pin him.
Yeah, it's like we mentioned in our last contest. You need to go and cover over, get the weight upon the shoulders. James got down to the lower abdomen. And River Blackheart again using that rope, taking James B's shirt and just pressing down on it. Or what, you gonna say it was shoe shine in his neck?
No, actually that time there was like I know it's getting colder here in Ohio, but like there was a bee on the back of his neck. There's still a few of those out there, and like he knows that Bryant has a really bad allergy to bees, so he wanted to make sure he didn't get stung and have to be taken to the hospital.
How considerate.
Because you definitely don't want to go to the hospital in Lima.
Well, sending someone to the hospital is probably James B right now after those clotheslines in the corner. And that, look at that, turning the short arm clothesline around. Ducks another. And look, tried leapfrogging over James from behind. Bryant turns around, sunset 1, 2. Only a 2.
Couldn't quite get his heels over James B's shoulders.
Oh, turning Huff inside out with that one. Yeah, referee having a check on him to make sure he could continue.
I'm not sure Bryant Huff has all of his teeth still.
Oh, I thought we were going for an arrogant cover. No, just using Bryant Huff like a piece of the sidewalk, stepping right across his chest. And now grinding his boot into the back of his head. Man prides himself on his hair. Why you gotta go and do that?
Well, both these guys got a pretty good, nice head of hair.
I do agree, as someone with also a nice head of hair. Catching James there with that back elbow. Bryant gets him with a boot now too. Roll through, drop kick. James is staggered, now's the time. Go for something big here. Oh no! Sent on the apron. Duck James, Kamaguri.
Drilled him with that.
And look at that, springboard off the ropes into a flying clothesline.
That's what he's got to do, put his weight behind everything. Oh!
Round kick and spinning knee. James Bunn is down.
Get on it, pin him.
He's crawling. Oh, I thought he was going for a cover. No, it looks like Bryant actually is wanting to climb the ropes.
It might be a mistake. He might be making a mistake right there. That spinning knee really rocked James B. He should have tried for a cover.
Getting a shot like that rattles the brain, shaking against the side of the head. Most people, even James B, surely might be near unconscious from that. But look at this. Corkscrew! 450 style. 1. Only a 1. Oh, and just that boot alone knocking Bryant to the ropes, bounding him off. And that clothesline sending him all the way into next week.
Clothesline from Little Italy taking Bryant Huff inside out.
River Blackheart on the outside laughing like a maniac at that. I don't know if I would even bother to recover. If I was the referee, I'd be...
He might want to think about just calling it.
As soon as I saw it, Bryant's eyes looked glazed over. I don't know if he could really be standing on his own. Not that Bunn was any help there.
Just bouncing the back of his head off the mat like a basketball.
And there's the choke slam.
Yeah, that's my move.
sending Bryant easily like 8 to 10 feet in the air. Oh no.
Oh, huge dominator. That's got to be it.
The bitter end has been written. Big James
Ladies and
B.
gentlemen, the winner of this match, Big James B.
I gotta tell you, that's my first time seeing Bryant Huff live. Very impressed with what he could do tonight, but the size of James B was just too much for him.
James B. You always hear about the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. Big James B is both of those things at the same time.
Absolutely.
It takes a very special kind of man to be able to defeat someone of that stature. Bryant Huff tried his best, but unfortunately for him, James walks away with a victory in the books here tonight.
The view from halfway down? But this is it. The deed is done. Silence drowns the sound. Is it terrifying? Did it hurt? No, I don't think so. It's the way it is, you know. Everything must come to an end. The drip finally stops. See you on the other side? Oh, Matthew. No, there is no other side. This is it. It's too late, what's done is done, and it all just fades to black. But alas, from the burnt ashes of our hearts a monster rises up. They know we are but our untamed souls, and mine I have been seeking for so long. So long, Matthew.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to bring out to the ring, Will the Thrill, No Shame, Jimmy Shane, the War Tag Team Champions.
Halfway south, Ghettoville, USA. Block Entertainment. You know, I go by the name Liddy, right? Gotta introduce y'all. Remember, I'm got my squad, right? Listen, man. Go by the name of Jock. Young Jock. You reside in College Park, right? But for right now, we're
Gotta wait for the beat to drop before you can come out.
Damn near every day. Ask a million questions like Jock, where you stay? Tell them College Park, where the chop call. Eat 20 grand, spend $1 grand at the bar. Just about his own. J's on my feet.
For those of you who don't know, I am a man with a plan, Will the Thrill. Welcome to the show.
Beat in my trunk, bought it just for the freaks. Catch me in the hood, posted at the stove. Twiddling in my lap on the phone, counting dough. If a girl choose, let her do a thing. Shit like a mama, nice brain. Everybody love me, I'm so fly. Throw the deuces every time I ride by. I know you wonder why I'm so cool. Don't ask me, just do what you do. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the trail.
A war! You guys ready to have a good time? I said, are you ready to have a good time? Will the Thrill and I decided we would hold an open challenge right here tonight, take on any tag team who wants to try to take these belts from us. I really don't care who comes, because at the end of the night, Will the Thrill, No Shame, Jimmy Shane, we're always going to be the winners, baby.
Open challenge for the War Tag Team titles, but I'm not. Jexy Black coming out.
That's never a good sight to see, in my experience.
Be interested to see what she has to say here. Maybe she has somebody to challenge for the titles. I don't know. I saw her in the back earlier, but she didn't have anybody with her. She was just walking around by herself, so I don't know what she really
where's your
has
team?
to say here.
She clearly has no indication on getting in the ring yet.
Jaxon, what are you doing out here without a team?
Well, hello, James. Hello, William.
Using government names out here.
You know, it's really, really funny that you're asking me why I'm out here and what I want. Because what I want, you have. You have what I want, and you have what I need.
Need?
All of the gold. Every single war championship title is mine.
Girls do love the jewelry.
And because I always get what I want, how about we start with those? And here, that'll answer your question. Here to bring them to me is my newest addition of freaks.
That carnival pretty quick.
Not sure I know this music. Who is this? Kidding when she said what?
Don't worry about that. I reiterate my question. Do we just step into a carnival or something?
It seems as if we're in a dark carnival almost. Whoop whoop. I have heard of this parade of freaks that's coming to the ring before, but I didn't even know that they worked for War Wrestling. When it was an open challenge for the tag team titles, they didn't know it was going to be anyone in wrestling.
I suppose it is. Our strongman looking fellow slaps one of the war tag titles.
I'm getting some information in my earpiece here about who these guys are. Apparently the gentleman in the red and black tights is Maurice the Strong. His partner on the apron there is Zodiac the Mystic. The gentleman in the giant, absurdly large top hat is Barnabas the Leader. And this other gigantic gentleman on the outside is Kronos the Abomination, which seems like a very fitting name for whatever that is.
Very true. Right now, though, inside the ring, Maurice the Strong, I suppose, throwing Jimmy Shane off into the corner. And obviously, Jimmy Shane's no small fellow.
No, Jimmy Shane's got some good sides on him, and I'm guessing this guy's a bit of a circus strong man. Those dudes don't mess around.
Will the Thrill giving some talented kicks here to the strong man. Oh, but look at that, just clawing Will's head.
That's an old-fashioned iron claw just to crush his skull.
Even from here, I can see how his fingers are slowly sinking into his skull. And Zodiac now coming in, headbutt. Will the Thrill caught in the enemy corner, never a good spot to be, getting that ring cut in half. Oh, but Will escapes, manages to deliver a drop kick, and another. The Mystic, though, not down yet. Thrilling as always is Will, sending Zodiac off into the corner. Shot there onto Maurice, but oh, knee across the back. Speaking of backs, nasty backbreaker there by Zodiac.
This crowd seems like they're a bit in awe, a bit of shock at this collection of freaks that Jaxon has apparently unleashed in War Wrestling.
I want to know where in the world she found these guys. Because, while certainly the circus has some questionable additions, depending on where you look, I don't think I've seen any quite like any of these freakazoids.
Looks like they came from one of those shady roadside carnivals you see out in the middle of nowhere.
Somewhere between the crossroads of parts unknown and the pits of the 36 chambers.
That sounds like it could be accurate. Nothing fancy here about these guys either. They're just kind of manhandling Will the Thrill. He's trying to do something, trying to fight back.
And look at that, Will using the ropes to his advantage to duck out the way. Jimmy Shane now tagged back in.
Little flip, flop, and fly.
And don't forget a cross chop too. Low bridging Maurice to the outside. Jimmy Shane perhaps doing a little bit of victory dance too early, but wait. Oh, look at that. Zodiac getting Enziguri to the outside and a roll up 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I didn't expect it to happen that quick. Wow.
The winners and still the War Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Will the Thrill and No Shame,
wow.
Jimmy Shane.
What's going on here?
But,
oh no,
the Abomination got that hood taken off of him. And now, oh no, Kronos charging in hot, knocking Jimmy Shane down. Maurice sending Will the Thrill in. Oh! Like a black hole. Will the Thrill being crushed to the floor.
Oh no, Zodiac's got a chair.
Cannonball by Kronos. Oh no, what? I don't like what Zodiac's setting up right now. Oh no, he can't seriously be about to.
Do it to Will instead, nobody likes him.
No, and it looks like Barnabas, the leader, is goading it on.
What is going to happen here? They got the chair wrapped around Jimmy Shane's head like a necklace.
Kronos.
Zodiac.
Throwing Will the Thrill to the outside.
That's Matt Taylor's music. He's got to be in the building. Where's he at?
And there he is.
There's the Dark Star.
He ducks Maurice, super kick to Zodiac, super kick to Maurice. Obviously no shortage of history between Matt Taylor and Sexy Black here at War.
Not at all. It's even more complicated with the very divisive history between Matt Taylor and Jimmy Shane.
Very, very true. Sexy and her collection of oddities and freakazoids scampering to the outside.
I think Matt Taylor definitely wanted to interrupt what Sexy Black is doing. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen when Jimmy Shane collects himself.
Will is back semi-conscious, and I think the two of them are collecting what exactly just happened.
They may have been able to retain the tag team titles tonight, but I have a feeling that's not the last they've seen of that circus of freaks.
Oh boy. Matt Taylor.
So we're not going there yet with Matt Taylor and Jimmy Shane, it looks like.
Not at all. Instead of talking it out, instead just exiting through the audience here. Jimmy wants him to head on back into the ring, but to no avail. Matt Taylor's off.
I don't think Jimmy Shane was very happy with that. He said, I don't need your help, as Matt Taylor was leaving through the crowd. With what happened between these two, I can't blame him.
Either way, nonetheless, still your War Tag Team Champion. No Sting, Jimmy Shane, and Will the Thrill. Folks, make sure you stay tuned with us here for the rest of our broadcast. We still have a qualifying match for the tournament to crown a new War Wrestling Champion. And we also have the War Respect title on the line in our main event. You do not want to miss that. Stay tuned.
Let her do a thing, shit like a mama nice, night brain. Everybody love me, I'm so fly. Anytime I ride by, I know you wonder why. I'm so cool, don't ask me, just do what you do. Okay, meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the...
It's me.
Oh, hi, it's me, the Golden State God, Carson Drake, wanting to... Magic. Speaking of magic, on October 8th, I'm going to be debuting at War Wrestling in Lima, the Bean, I don't know. I'll be going one-on-one with none other than the Magic Man, the Voodoo King, Mojo McQueen. Mojo, you look scary. You look like Killer Croc, probably bigger than him as well. But let me tell you something, regardless of the fact that you're a former war champion, one of the greatest Ohio has ever produced. I'm not from Ohio, from California. And you know what they say about California? Good things. So on October 8th, what everyone's gonna see is the loudest, most charismatic, the greatest sports athlete to ever perform. against one of the most dangerous, larger-than-life people to ever come out of Ohio. Mojo McQueen. But Mojo, essentially what I'm trying to tell you is on October 8th, they're going to find out he might be good. Might even be great. But you'll never, ever be better than Nick Hahn and Carson Bartholomew Drake.
I am sick and tired of this war wrestling. I am sick and tired of this. Nick Hahn, Jock Sampson. I am sick and tired of this. Moving forward, your souls will be mine. I will hunt down each and every last member of the entourage until there's only you, Jock. And when there's only you, I will tear you apart. I will feast on your flesh. I will drink your blood, your soul, your career. Everything will be mine. All hail the Voodoo King.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is the leader of the Entourage, Nick Hahn!
Buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore.
The man that always stays humble, the super agent himself, Nick Hahn, has got something to say.
I know he comes from Humbleville, but I think he's anything but personally.
How dare you, sir? He is the humblest of the humble.
I would just like to say, I don't give a crap about any of your birthdays.
Well, unlike Nick Hahn, we appreciate when people come celebrate their birthdays here
And
at War
for your
Wrestling.
birthdays, I hope you all get like a stick of deodorant or something. It is disgusting. So on to important business. Big Tom, I've made an offer to purchase War Wrestling. I'm just wait. Shut up! An adult has a microphone and you're going to listen to every word I gotta say. Hey, we can be here all night. It's up to you. Shut your mouths. But on to other business. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome my newest client from Huntington Beach, California. He is the Golden State God, Carson Drake.
Oh no, chill.
Looking forward to seeing what Carson Drake has to offer.
It's me.
I haven't seen a megaphone since the days of Jimmy Hart.
Instead of letting your hair down,
I like it.
your butt ugly child down.
a great time to let the people of Lima and those listening at home. Carson Drake, he wakes up every morning. He kicks out the women that were in his bed from the previous night. He opens all of his drawers and he finds nothing but silver spoons. And you can damn sure know that he doesn't call an Uber for any of those women as he kicks them right out the door.
Well, now that's just disgraceful.
From the sanctuary of Black Magic, all hail the Voodoo King, Mojo, McQueen!
Carson Drake sure has his work cut out for him tonight. In his opening night, he's got to deal with the Voodoo King.
The former war champion, a man who has bled all sweat and tears in this ring to earn respect to his name, to earn the respect of the people of Lima, Ohio, and to show the world just why exactly he is the Voodoo King.
You know, earlier today I was talking to Nick Hahn and Carson Drake, and Carson told me that he doesn't wrestle because he needs the money. He doesn't wrestle because he wants to be famous. He wrestles just because he knows others can't wrestle, and it makes him happy that he can rub it in their face.
A sign of a true narcissistic professional.
All I'm going to say is all that big talk, he better be able to back it up, because the Voodoo King is not messing around.
No, he most certainly is not. Like you stated, Carson Drake is in for one heck of an opening debut match.
I think he's reading from his book of spells.
Well, we just saw fire burst out of the book. Next thing you know, a lightning bolt's going to strike indoors.
Wouldn't surprise me with Mojo McQueen in the ring.
Oh, absolutely. And here we can see that Nick Hahn and Carson Drake have got on thick as thieves here.
That was the manliest hug I've ever seen.
I will not wrestle unless he shows me what's in that book and gets rid of it.
Carson Drake says he will not wrestle until the book is out of the ring. I mean, if you're going to do that, I would say make sure the megaphone's out of the ring too, but... Mojo McQueen referencing his book of spells. And Carson Drake rightfully fleeing immediately.
I'm not what you would really call the person that would believe in black magic, but I don't know. Mojo McQueen makes me kind of think it might be real.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, black magic or no, when you just have a spout of flames up in your face, I don't care who you are, you're probably running from that. Unless Carson Drake is a firefighter in his spare time.
I don't think he wants to get his hands dirty doing something like that.
If it wasn't for his own perfectionism, I almost would think he wouldn't wrestle, but then again, I mean, speaking of perfectionism, here he is taking a Clorox wipe, trying to desanitize himself from having to touch anything involving the people of Lima.
He came in a little too hot. Mojo got him right off the rip.
Headbutt after headbutt. Carson Drake is down to the floor.
Not the way Carson Drake wanted this match to start.
Oh, especially not after getting his head slammed to that top turnbuckle. Tommy, chill. I felt that one.
I felt that one in my subcockles. And now we're riding the pony, baby, riding the pony.
Carson Drake, welcome to war.
I'm not sure he's going to have children now.
I'm not quite so sure either. But then again, I don't know who'd want to have trouble with him. Mojo McQueen going for round 2. Just tumbling Carson Drake to the floor. Such powerful reverberations through the body that it caused Carson Drake to fall down and somehow propel himself back up. That just goes to show the strength of Mojo McQueen.
I think Mojo was trying to put his hand through Carson Drake.
He just about sent Carson Drake's leg through his own head.
He kicked his leg out of his leg.
Speaking of kicking out legs, though, Carson Drake ducking out of the way of that boot. And now pulling, stretching the knees, back of the knee along the top rope. Mojo McQueen feeling that pain of that steel cable pushing into his muscular tissue.
A smart move by Carson Drake to get out of the way. He's going to have to use that speed advantage against Mojo McQueen. He's not going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with him.
And Carson Drake bounding off the bottom rope there to get some extra force behind that drop down onto Mojo McQueen's leg. Thrown once again back into the turnbuckle. Carson went for a chop, instead opting to go straight. Right hand and a forearm. Mojo McQueen managing to reverse the whip here. Charges in. Carson tried stopping it, but he got met with a mouthful of boot. On the ground, groveling, bleeding, but using it as a tactic to instead go for a throat chop.
Oh, that wasn't a good move.
Carson just tried headbutting Mojo McQueen, and it did damage to him instead of Mojo.
I think somebody needs to explain the hierarchy of the pro wrestling headbutt to Carson Drake.
I want to know if Mojo McQueen's head is secretly made of titanium. Maybe he pulled some alchemy out of his book and transformed it into pure chrome.
I wouldn't put it past Mojo if he had a piece of metal in his mask.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. We are at the count of 5. Carson Drake rolling back in the ring, but Mojo McQueen is on the hunt. Carson, though, like a vulture, swooping in as Mojo tried getting back into the ring. I am the greatest in the world, says Carson Drake. Keyword in that sentence was says.
Smart move by Carson to try to break down the bigger man, take out his base.
Yeah, he's pulling in those fundamentals now and dropping a hand there onto the head. Hook the leg, 1. Even leaning up onto the shoulders. Mojo still managing to kick out super quick.
Carson Drake is not a small man, but even in there with Mojo and McQueen, he looks like he is.
And that's saying something. So Carson Drake now taking control of that foot. Oh, but Mojo pulling him back in. Cradle, 1, 2.
There, Carson leaned his head in a little bit too far.
Drops the hammer down onto Mojo. Carson staggers back up to his feet. You hear the crowd now here in the Empowered Sports Arena cheering on the Voodoo King. Right hands being delivered right back to the king of Voodoo Magic. Mojo McQueen, though, misses the clothesline. Carson picking that leg, lifting up, showing off the strength of his. No small feat to be able to lift Mojo McQueen up by a single leg.
Got the figure 4 locked in on the big ham hocks of Mojo McQueen. I don't think he quite has quite has it hooked deep enough to be able to get a submission, but it's certainly going to do some damage.
Exactly, it's continuing to tear the muscles there in the leg of Mojo. And the pain alone nearly made Mojo get pinned. But now they're trying to do a test of strength in the middle of a figure four, and Mojo reverses it around, getting the momentum back on his side. All the pressure that Carson was delivering to him has just been reversed back onto him, but Carson gets the rope thanks to Nick Hahn.
Nick Hahn actually saw that there was a slick spot on the rope right there where some sweat got on it, and he was just trying to wipe it off for the safety of the wrestlers.
Sure. Carson Drake having to take a bit of readjustment here. Mojo McQueen trying to get back up to his feet.
I think he did some significant damage to that knee when Mojo was able to reverse the figure four.
Oh, absolutely. You see Carson's hobbling now. And Mojo just popping him up like he's nothing. Coming in. Backslash. Oh, you that clothesline. Sure on. Oh my gosh! And Carson kicked out.
Carson Drake showing some fortitude and getting out. That huge slam by Mojo McQueen.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was it. I did not think there was any way in the world that Carson Drake was gonna be able to kick out of that. But lo and behold, here we are. This match continues. Mojo now looks like he's bringing Carson back in the ring one way or another. Whoa! There it is!
Carson Drake with the
Ladies and gentlemen, beware of this match.
match.
Carson Drake!
But if you notice, the reason why Mojo was stuck down there, Nick Hahn grabbed Mojo's legs between the ropes so he couldn't use his legs to kick out. With the assistance of the agent, Carson wins, but now Mojo is going to get a bit of payment. But wait, what's this?
Security holding Mojo back.
Our security team wasn't knowing to cause any further damage, but now they're getting choked on further trouble. 1, 2.
Get out of the ring, kid. Get out of the ring, kid.
Look, third time's a charm. You should realize it. Go, go, go. He's trying to appeal to the humanity of the Voodoo King.
Now, that might be the wrong move. Yep. Sorry, kid.
Could have seen that one coming. Oh, my. Oh, no.
R.I.P. to that kid.
Who your winner is, the Golden State God, Carson.
Hopefully nobody gets wild because the tournament is now dead.
But unfortunately, the fact remains. The Entourage gets a victory here tonight. Carson Drake wins his first ever War match. Folks, stay tuned. We still have the qualifying match for the War Championship Tournament. It's going to be coming up right after this, Fatal 4-Way action. We also have the War Wrestling Respect title on the line in our main event. Stay tuned.
representing the Wise Guys, Tommy Irish. I'm the best looking thing you'll ever see.
Eyes of shame.
A whole lot of dude.
From Townsville, Kentucky, he's a whole lot of dude. Crowned with 10 of horses. Crash Jaxon.
Watching the hindrances, I thought it was very interesting to note that even though this is a four-way match where there can only be one winner, the Wise Guys, Tommy Irish and Gino Decapo, came out together as a team.
Whereas a whole lot of alpha of Crash Jaxon and Damian Chambers did not. Crash and Damian, of course, are no strangers to having wrestled one another in the past. And of course, as you mentioned, this is despite being a fatal four-way, a match of the tag teams. These four men know each other's movesets interconnectedly, inside and out. They know how to use their advantages with one another against their opponents. So I'm really intrigued to see what the alliances that'll form and how exactly they're going to break down, because like we said, only one man can win.
Only one of these men can move on to be part of the War Wrestling Championship tournament. So I'd imagine at some point it's going to break down and somebody's going to get a little bit testy when they want to get the win.
Exactly right. And of course, that is a singles tournament. Only one man can progress on, so the Wise Guys living up to their name, saying they're going to duck on out of the ring. They don't want to start off.
Crash and Damian, they might be tag team partners, but they certainly have fought each other plenty.
Well, just when I thought that this was about to get off to a good start.
Wise Guys, using your head, I'm sure that was a game plan they came up with from Ripper Blackheart.
Exactly. You got to think, as long as one of the Wise Guys wins, they all win. Gino and Tommy Irish taking turns, assaulting a whole lot of dude. Tommy Irish is a whole lot of dude himself, though, sending him into that clothesline from Gino Decapo. The king of the hosses in Crash Jaxon right now being made to look like a peasant to a lord with Tommy Irish pressing down against his back. And Ripper Blackheart with a J.J. Dillon. Of course, this is a fatal four-way match. There are no disqualifications. Nonetheless, it doesn't stop Ripper Blackheart from being cheap behind a ref's back.
The rules of the four-way is almost allowing the Wise Guys here just almost turned it into like a tornado tag style match where they can just double team till their heart's content.
Exactly.
But at some point, only one person can get the pin.
And Gino Decapo, jaw jacking with a referee. Tommy Irish pressing down on the throat of Crash Jaxon. Damian Chambers trying to get back into the ring, but knocked back off the apron by Gino Decapo. Gino and Irish stomping mud holes into Crash Jaxon right now as Ripper Blackheart looks on with a smile on his face. Tommy Irish jumping to the outside, throwing Damian Chambers' head straight into that ring post.
Smart move by Tommy Irish. They're keeping Damian Chambers on the outside. The wise guys can just keep working over Crash Jaxon until one of them decides they want to win.
And a power slam there, and a leg drop. Tommy Irish goes for the cover, but this is what we were talking about earlier.
I was afraid this was going to happen.
I think there is just every possibility if Gino did not break up that pin. That Crash might have been down for the 3. But meanwhile, Damian low bridges Gino and picks the leg of Tommy. Beauty of a drop kick straight to the head. Gino Decapo runs in, but Damian slips out the way of the ropes. Commandeered to the back of the head and the side of the head of Gino and Tommy. Running knee now as well. Damian Chambers showing off that amazing athletic ability of his. Bit of a misfire there, but that did not stop Damian at all.
Able to recover nicely.
Beauty of an arm drag, and I guess you could call it a leg drag too.
Arm drag, head scissor, takeover combination. Looks like Damian's looking to fly now.
Going over the ring post, knocking both of the wise guys out.
Like a cannonball right over the top rope, taking out both guys.
Damian Chambers proving that he has hops, that's for sure. He's trying to get back in the ring, but Ripper Blackheart pulling Damian down, not letting him get to Tommy. And now Tommy comes in, slamming.
Huge side slam.
And a back senton from Gino. Cover, 1. Oh, that's payback for last time, Gino.
These are the moves that they usually go for pins when they're working as a tag team, but tonight, even though they've been working as a tag team, they can't win as one.
They clearly had some game plans going into this match, but it seems like they didn't quite figure out who exactly they wanted to win.
Yeah, I would have thought that Ripper Blackheart would have had that game plan locked down before the match started about which one of his guys he wants to see move on to the tournament.
Oh boy. Full steam ahead.
They still can't figure it out. Ripper better interject here and decide who he wants to move on.
How could they ever coexist, Chills? Now they're trying to call in Ripper to sell it for him.
Just like I said, Ripper's going to have to make a decision. Uh-oh.
Hey, boys, you might want to turn around.
Whole lot of dude back in the ring.
Knocking him silly. Discus forearm, uppercut.
The pace is picking up.
And Gino's going down. Ducks Tommy, back elbow to the back of the head. Look at that suplex.
Come on, Ripper, get your guys together.
The king of the hosses is fired up. Crash Jaxon is rearing to go. And he's actually going to try and powerbomb Gino Decapo? Changing plans there. Oh, kicked out the knee and the head. Damian Chambers caught up, but oh no! Tommy ate a super kick for his struggles and a big boot. But now it's time for a whole lot of alpha to go 1-on-1. nice enziguri there by Damian Chambers, but it wasn't enough to not crash to the floor. But that clothesline knocked down Chambers.
Everybody's down now.
Any one of these men could quite possibly roll over to another and get a pin, and they just might get a 3 off of it. But no one has the energy right now to do so.
And if the ref counts them all down, does that mean nobody moves on?
Maybe River Blackheart wins. Who knows?
Oh, I'd actually like to see that.
I mean, the wise guys like following the Freebird rule. You never know.
Crash is sleeping with the fishes.
Gino catching Damian. He escapes. High knee up on the shoulders. A shot in the night as darkness falls. But Tommy Irish picking out Damian Chambers. Chambers is caught, thrown on the shoulder.
Huge power slam.
But here comes Crash. 1, 2, 3.
Crash through all of his
Ladies
body
and gentlemen, your winner,
knocked Tommy clean out.
Crash Jaxon.
Crash Jaxon officially making himself the first entrant into the War Championship tournament from this fatal 4-way match.
Come on, Ripper, you got to get your guys together. One of the wise guys could have won that, but they couldn't get their act together and decide who should advance.
Unfortunately so, but nonetheless, what a victory here tonight for Crash Jaxon. Everybody make sure you stay tuned, because we still have 2 matches coming up for you. The former War Champion Aaron Williams facing off the former Respect Champion Austin Manix. And our main event, the War Wrestling Respect title is on the line. The veteran Jack Vaughn will face the challenger Poison Apollo Star. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Baddest man alive and the greatest War Champion there has ever been. He should still have that belt around his waist right now. But most importantly, he is the former War Champion, having lost that title to Orlando Christopher, who then proceeded to retire and relinquish the title right after.
Well, it's very clear to me that Austin Manix and his injury has caused me to not have anything to do tonight, considering my War Championship was stolen from me. But since Aaron Williams is absolutely the baddest there is, the baddest there was, and the baddest there ever will be, I didn't get all dressed up just to come out here and talk on a microphone. So whoever who is back there that would like some of my wrath, this is an open invitation.
Getting a word from the back right now that Austin Manix isn't even in the building anymore, that he was not medically cleared to compete tonight, so he's gone. Aaron Williams really does not have an opponent tonight.
But it seems Matthew Taylor, the Dark Star, might just be up for the challenge.
These two have no shortage of history between them.
No, they do not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Star, Matt Taylor.
We saw Matthew Taylor earlier tonight confronting Jexy Black and her collection of freakazoid and oddities. But it seems now he's up for a challenge here tonight, facing the former war champion, the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams.
These two have a long history together. They have been opponents, they have been partners, they have rode up and down the roads together. They've been at each other's throats. It seems to be a theme tonight.
Well, hey, it ain't called Blood, Sweat, and Fears for nothing.
Very interested to see where this goes.
Matt Taylor immediately goes in for the rights, but Aaron Williams thrown off. Shoulder tackle there to Taylor. Off the ropes they go. Williams comes in, caught the arm drag, reverses, hip toss, my bad. Reversed it around either way, and both men find themselves back on their feet. Matt Taylor stops the kick of Aaron Williams. How to watch these two trade those cuffs back and forth, those blows after blows. Each man doing everything they can to outwit one another. And Matt Taylor with a suicide dive to the outside, but he's not done yet. Is he thinking a DDT on the outside the ring? No, instead, dropping Aaron Williams on the apron. That steel, that wood, with a very thin layer of padding, equates to nothing good for your spine.
Aaron Williams can't get out of the gates there. It seems like after a quick start, Matthew Taylor is on fire.
And Matthew Taylor now has a chair.
Hey, ref, that's not legal. This isn't a no disqualification match.
Well, Aaron Williams was given a seat, albeit forcibly.
Get him back in the ring, Kopaz. Get your act together.
And Matt Taylor running kicks straight to the noggin of one Aaron Williams. Caught down now on the floor. We're at 5 now, halfway before both these men got to get in the ring or else they're disqualified.
I don't think they have to worry about getting counted out. I don't think Joe Kopaz can actually count to 10.
Matt Taylor slipping in there just for a split second, restarting the count. It's all legal. He is allowed to do it.
Aaron Williams is on Dream Street over here. Oh, he wasn't before, he is now.
Wake up to the sound of the silence abound. Turn it into the bells ringing in your ears after Matt Taylor came a-coming. Thrown back into the ring is Aaron Williams. Matt Taylor now climbing up to the top. And you can hear the crowd loving every bit of it. Matt Taylor missing the double stomp. Catches himself on the ropes. Williams catches the leg. Oh, and look at that. Stunning Matt Taylor through the ropes.
Slick move by Aaron Williams to be able to give himself a moment here where he can collect himself after Matt Taylor's been on fire.
And he took the tie off. That means you know Williams means business. Joe Copez taking the tie away from him before he can get too heavy-handed with it. Ooh. Matt Taylor kicked straight through the soul with those trained legs of Aaron Williams.
I've been in the ring with both of these men many times, and I tell you that those kicks that Aaron Williams throws, those things are lethal. He tries to put his shin through your chest. He's not just trying to kick you in the sternum, he's trying to kick your spine through your chest.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think I've ever met someone who's come out on the other side of an Aaron Williams kick and felt any better for it. Oh, and look at that Russian leg sweep there by Aaron Williams. Hooks the leg, 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. Matt Taylor able to kick out just in the nick of time. The crowd here in the Empower Sports Arena cheering on Matthew Taylor as he uses the ropes to try to get back up to his feet. Aaron Williams though pulling him by the hair. Lifting him up, backbreaker there.
There's one thing that Matt Taylor's always had, his heart. He never stops fighting. It takes a lot to be able to put Matt Taylor down for a 3 count.
For better or worse, Matt Taylor will not quit until he is physically unable to move on.
Aaron Williams is the kind of guy that's capable of doing that to somebody too.
Oh, absolutely. Williams caught there by Taylor on the descent.
Got Matt Taylor's boot right under his chin.
Williams is trying to keep himself awake and steady here. Matt Taylor now goes to capitalize. Trying to go perhaps for a suplex. Aaron Williams wisely dropping down to a knee, keeping that lower base of gravity. Matt Taylor slips out the back. Waist lock traded between both men. Matt Taylor now getting taken out. The legs are getting caught.
He's going for the sharpshooter.
He's almost there, and it's in. Matt Taylor, he's in the center of the ring. He's gonna have to hold on or find some way to manage to slip out of this. But for right now, he's stuck. You see him there, crawling with his elbows, digging for every inch he has, and he gets the ropes. That rope break was severely needed. You can tell, based on the agonizing aches coming out of Taylor's mouth, that he definitely was feeling it between his calves.
Matt Taylor showing his heart there to fight to the ropes and not give in to that sharpshooter of Aaron Williams.
Williams starting to look a bit frustrated at this point now. Matt Taylor trying to catch his breath there on the corner and flip up there.
Slick move by Taylor into the cross body.
Aaron Williams though back up to his feet. So I think he's lost on where he is.
He's definitely on Dream Street right now.
Knocking him down like a brick house. Matt Taylor comes in. A kiss from Glasgow there. And now, drop down.
High angle brainbuster.
But it wasn't enough to make Aaron Williams lose this match quite yet.
A little surprised there with Matthew Taylor as a longtime in-ring veteran that he did not get his body weight over Aaron Williams' shoulder. He should know better than that, especially with somebody like Aaron Williams. Going for the kill shot.
Legs caught. Ducks a kick by Williams. There's a roll. 1, 2. Only a 2 there. Aaron Williams. Just slamming Taylor down. Not quite a Uranagi, but there, Matt Taylor kicking out once again. Williams doing the same thing as Taylor did. Hooking that leg, covering more of that abdomen.
Yeah, these guys, you know, fatigue sometimes can make you do things that you normally do. While both these guys have great cardiovascular conditioning, it still takes a toll on your body. And sometimes you just don't do things exactly the way you should when you start getting tired.
Exactly. Aaron Williams gets out the back, but he's caught with a super kick. Up on the shoulders. There's the Death Valley driver.
Rolls through. He usually follows that up with something off the top.
And it looks like that's exactly where we're going. But Williams catching himself up, knocking Taylor silly with the head. And driving Taylor down from the top.
Tower of London by Aaron Williams. Could that be it?
1, 2. No, it will not be. Aaron Williams continuing on here.
Oh! There we go.
Matt Taylor still, despite that shot to the head, gliding forehead first with the knee, still managing. That one I can tell, definitely out of pure instinct, to kick out there.
You know, I'm feeling like a lot of tension in the air right now. I feel like something big is going to happen. When you have two highly talented athletes like this in the ring, and I just feel like there's something is going to happen before this match is over. Something big is going to happen.
That is, if this match can continue. Matt Taylor might be out. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, considering after everything he's endured here, I wouldn't blame the referee if we had to call it, but Aaron Williams leaving Matt Taylor's body up, but still, there's just not enough energy left in Taylor for him to be able to stay even squatting.
Aaron, be careful. It's not above Matt Taylor to play possum.
Also be careful putting your hands on the official.
I'm not sure slapping Matt Taylor in the face a bunch of times was a great idea.
Yeah, I think you might have just woken him up some is all you did. There's the 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Dark Star Matt Taylor.
Matt Taylor, your victory here tonight in this open challenge. I gotta say, it was a hard-fought battle. I thought for certain it was gonna go either way, both time after time, but nonetheless, Matt Taylor getting a W here tonight at War.
Big win for Matt Taylor. I think Aaron Williams might be regretting putting out that open challenge now. He certainly isn't happy with Joe Topaz.
And you see Aaron Williams just locking eyes on Matt Taylor and now shifting his focus to the senior official Joe Topaz, who wisely escaped.
That was probably the smartest thing Joe Topaz has done tonight.
Well, before things turn from bad to worse, folks, stay with us. We have our main event coming up. The War Wrestling Respect title will be on the line. The veteran Jack Vaughn will defend against Poison Apollo Star. Folks, you do not want to miss that match. Stay tuned.
Jack Vaughn, let me talk to you a minute. Let's talk about perception and reality. See, you talk all this top veteran, only real professional business, and that's your perception. But the reality is, when you were the rookie Jack Vaughn, walking around here on baby giraffe legs, all fresh-faced, I was already here doing my thing. You kind of looked up to me, remember? I remember. But it don't matter. It don't matter. Just like I feel, truthfully, that I had you locked in that Naptown necktie. And if you like that name, I changed the name. It's the Naptown necktie. I had you locked in the Naptown necktie. And if it wasn't for your redheaded step goon, Brandon Fields, interfering, I would be the War Wrestling Respect Champion. But reality is, you have the War Wrestling Respect Championship. But I want it. And now I'm making it my mission in War Wrestling to take it from you. Let the games begin, little bitch.
The following match is for the War Respect Championship.
How poetic that the last real professional wrestler and the only man who still cares about the word respect is the War Wrestling Respect Champion. Speaking of respect, last month, Brandon Fields and I had to kick Cody Hawk out of the old school posse due to a lack of respect. But because of that, we now have an opening in the old school posse. And Apollo, I know that you would love nothing more than to come out here and beat me and become the Respect Champion, but I want to offer you something even greater. Apollo, I'd like to formally invite you to be the newest member of the old school posse. All you have to do, Apollo, is come out here and shake my hand.
Well, that certainly is quite an offer being presented by veteran Jack Vaughn.
That's the first time the old school posse has tried to recruit Apollo Star. Let's see if he goes for it this time.
The challenger from Buffalo, New York, by way of the ring, War Wrestling Hall of Famer, 2010 Apollo Star.
The timeless technician, Mr. Mo Better Wrestling, Q himself. Poison Apollo Star making his way. Now the question is, will he accept Jack Vaughn's offer? I certainly don't blame Jack Vaughn for trying to recruit Apollo Star.
You certainly can. It's a hell of an offer.
A phenomenal wrestler, rightfully earning himself a spot in the War Hall of Fame.
It'd be a nice feather in the cap for the old school posse to have a Hall of Famer.
Well, they did have one, and then they kicked him out.
That's because Cody Hawk lost his way.
Or maybe he found it, but nonetheless, wait, is he actually? Oh, I knew.
Oh, the disrespect. He could have just said no.
I knew Apollo would say no, but he likes saying no with his fists.
Apollo Star showing no respect for the Respect Champion.
The Soul Shooter with the element of surprise, wobbling Jack Vaughn. Not a position you see Vaughn in typically. But standing right back up, towering over Apollo.
I gave you a chance, Apollo.
You know, T, it's great to finally see a respectable respect champion here in War Wrestling after Austin Manix held that title hostage for over a year, being the most disrespectful champion in this company's history.
Well, he seemed to still have earned the devotion of the fans here in Lima, Ohio. But nonetheless, look at that. Look at them dance moves.
And Apollo is a smooth operator.
Calling him up on the line, put Jazz on the phone.
Oh, Uncle Q's giving him a little something.
Exactly. Tell him the 317 sent him. Boys are going in with those forearms in the corner. Jack Vaughn reversing it there, slinging in Apollo. Apollo catches him on with a boot. Running kick there, turn around into a snapmare. Oh, spinal tap there by Apollo, and another. Off the ropes he goes. Diving clothesline there. And Jack Vaughn definitely, he has to be aching all across his torso right now. Apollo being launched over onto the apron, stops the right of Jack Vaughn, delivers one of his own. But Jack Vaughn goes for the express delivery, FedEx style with that big boot.
Size 15 right upside the head of Poison Apollo Star there. I think there might be an imprint of Jack Vaughn's heel on the side of Uncle Q's head.
Talk about roadkill. Jack Vaughn fully letting this match end out. Wait, is Jack Vaughn actually gonna dive? I knew better. I should have known better.
I think we all knew better.
Just, he had me on the ropes. I thought he was chill. Oh, Apollo getting dropped face first there onto the apron. Referee checking on him. Jack Vaughn moving referee Cortez out of the way. Slinging Apollo back inside the ring. And there's a cover. 1, 2. Only a 1. But another cover. Again, only a 1.
Jack Vaughn's gonna slow down the pace here a little bit, make this his match, not let Apollo run wild. Good old-fashioned punch right to the jaw.
Jack Vaughn now shoulder press into the corner there, and another, driving Apollo further and further into those turnbuckles. Apollo going back first, those turnbuckles. You heard the creak there, making that whole part of the ring wobble back.
Yeah, Jack Vaughn damn near shifted the ring. He threw Apollo Star so hard into that corner.
Exactly, definitely not something you want to be feeling. Apollo definitely is a smooth operator, but he ain't quite a spring chicken. Break of the eyes there by Jack Vaughn. I don't know, respectable I'd call that, but besides the point.
And when you're the champ, you can do whatever you want.
And when you're the challenger, you can go for a cover like that. Oh, running elbow straight between the eyes there.
Drove the point of his elbow like right into the top of the head of Apollo.
Oh, and look at that, just scraping the tip of his boot against the head of Apollo Star.
This is what happens when you don't show the respect champion the respect that he deserves.
Apollo, though, getting tripped over the knee of Vaughn. Another cover. 1. Still only a 1. Jack Vaughn so far not able to get any further than that in all these attempts.
Apollo Star is a man on a mission here tonight. He really wants to be able to walk out with the gold.
Off the ropes goes Vaughn. Oh, and there we see the strut.
Little Fargo strut for you.
But went down the wrong avenue with the elbow there. Apollo back up to his feet now. Nice uppercut there by Apollo Star. Oh, before Apollo can get an over-the-shoulder suplex, Jack Vaughn knocking his head to release the hold. Apollo definitely seeing stars after that.
Certainly did. Jack Vaughn puts everything he has behind every shot that he does, and he is no small man.
No, he most certainly is not. Oh, that chop. Divisive and crisp right there. But Apollo comes back swinging harder than ever, pushing Vaughn into the corner.
The shots don't look like they have as much behind him as they did at the beginning of the match, but he's still peppering him.
Picking his spots, finding the way, catching Jack Vaughn off guard. Vaughn, I feel like, starting to get a little bit frustrated here, and Apollo's capitalizing on that. And Apollo Star comes in, clothesline. Vaughn, though, he's dazed, but he still hasn't fallen. Apollo Star, got to get one more good hit to chop down this beanstalk. And there it is.
Uncle Q is rolling right now. He's got the momentum behind him. He's got all these dopey Lima fans cheering for him.
Strike for strike, hand for hand. And a backhand chop there for good measure.
A little something he likes to call the B Street beatdown.
And Apollo getting a standing ovation there. Vaughn getting caught. I feel like Apollo was trying to go for a full Nelson. I saw one of the arms locked, but to no avail. There's the spine buster, though, from Vaughn.
Big spine buster. That could be it. Deep cover.
But it still was not enough. The referee's hand just an inch or two off the mat, but still Apollo Star managing to hang on by the skin of his teeth.
Oh, still got some fight left in him. Jack Vaughn's gonna have to stomp it out. It's like he's wanting to come with that big lariat.
That lariat had put people in night more than I can count. Apollo ducked it. He saw it coming. B Street beat down once again. Look at that. Over the shoulder suplex. 1, 2, 3. What? We did it. We have a new champion.
What?
Ladies and
what?
I can't believe it. Apollo Star just beat Jack Vaughn. Wait, why is Joe Lopez coming out here?
Joe Lopez.
Wait, what? Huh?
What is going on here, T?
Joe Lopez talking to the referee Cortez.
From what I could tell, it looked like Apollo got the pin.
Lopez is trying to relay something over to Rick Toms.
ladies and gentlemen, after observing from the monitor in the back, referee Joe Lopez saw that both men's shoulders were on the mat for the 3 count. The match is a draw.
What?
A draw.
A draw? There's no draws in wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, that means that
I know
the
there are, but they
veteran
shouldn't be.
Jack Vaughn is still the War Respect Champion.
Wow. Didn't see that one coming.
No, 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 no! Hell no! Jack Vaughn, you can say whatever you want. I just suplexed you and I pinned your ass in the middle of this ring!
Damn what the finish says. If you are half the man and half the champion that you say you are, you give me 5 more minutes and I'll kick your ass.
Apollo Star made it pretty clear what his thoughts are.
Is that what you people want to see? You want to see me kick Apollo's ass for 5 more minutes?
I think I know where this is going.
You want the referee to restart this match? All right, fine. You know what, Apollo? No.
What? I had a feeling that's where it was going, T.
Jack Vaughn,
he retained the title. What motivation does he have to keep going?
Champion's advantage. He can only lose the title by either pinfall or submission.
Yep, doesn't change hands on a draw.
I still can't believe that.
Jack Vaughn. Cut the music, cut the music. Jack Vaughn, for respect champion, you are a coward. You're a coward. And you got no respect for that championship. And I might not get it from you tonight. I might not get it from you next month. But I'm going to take that respect championship from you.
Apollo calling his shot. He wants the belt.
Yes, y'all. You don't stop.
And I don't blame him one bit.
Yes, y'all. You don't stop.
If it weren't for the referee decision from the back, Apollo would be walking out as champ right now.
All right, fans, join us
But nonetheless,
next month, Saturday, November the 5th, Thanksgiving, right here. Join us.
everyone, thank you for joining us here tonight. My name has been Bryce T, joined by Tommy Chill. What a great night here for Blood, Sweat, and Fears. Everyone, thank you for joining us here for War. And we will see you all next month for Fansgiving.
See ya.